Dr. Roger Levermore, Dean of School of Management, AIT. He will be presenting about new programs and initiatives offered by SOM. Welcome, Dr. Roger.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm delighted to go through and meet you online. I've met many of you face-to-face. I've now had 9 months at AIT, and what I would like to do is to give you a brief update, particularly on the programs which are being developed that Sanjeev mentioned, that keeps us as topical as possible to keep up to date. But before I get on to that, I was just making a few notes when I was listening to the introductions. Things that I won't be mentioning in this PPT will be the things that we've done for alumni so far. So for example, we've had 20 master classes where we've invited people who are experts in the subject area, and we've invited alumni to those sessions free of charge. We also started to invite alumni to join in on certain courses free of charge at a weekend. So that was started back in March and has been interrupted a little bit by the virus. So we've had those two things that have been going on. I've also been in contact with the AACSB to start the accreditation process, and that's $100,000 that we have to find somewhere, but that's a free process. And accreditation being so important to business schools, we're at the early stages of that. I also won't be talking too much about the way that we need to go and get more faculty, and I'm going through the interview process at the moment and hoping to appoint 3 new faculty in marketing, in finance, and in business analytics. So they're being interviewed before the end of May with a start date of 2021. So these are some of the things that we're trying to do that will actually help the School of Management become as strong as possible. What I would like to do now is just to take you through. Can everybody see the PPT? Do you see that?
Yep.
Great, excellent. So I was asked to just say a few words about the new programs and what's going on at the School of Management. I'd like to say a few words. Those of you who haven't met me, you might be able to tell from my accent that I have this slight English accent. I was born in the UK. I worked at the University of Liverpool for 12 years before I came to Hong Kong, and I was lucky to be working at one of the top business schools in the world, at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. They have an executive MBA program that's ranked number 1 or 2 globally, and an MBA program that's ranked in the top 10, top 20 globally as well. So HKUST is actually the one that's in the middle photo that has an outlook of the sea, and behind it is mountains. That's very lucky in Chinese terms. I did my PhD in South Africa, and I was looking really at international business. So for those of you who haven't met me, that's a little bit about my background. And one of the things that I have tried to do since I've been here is to introduce more faculty with practitioner backgrounds. So we have our full-time faculty. Some of you will have met Dr. Hillman, for example. We've got 3 or 4 more full-time faculty, but we also have visiting faculty. So Dr. Jeff Towson's pretty interesting. He also teaches in Beijing and in Shanghai. He's living in Bangkok, and he's been one of the visiting faculty. He has over 1 million followers on WeChat. Is a big name in China, and he's helping us expand our portfolio and our promotion activities across China. Adjunct faculty, I've got some interesting people coming in. I'm just going to say a few words about some of those. So we've got Benjamin Quinlan, who is Managing Director of a financial consultancy firm. He charges $10,000 a day for his services, but he's actually helping us with the launch of our financial and data transformation programs. Larry Franklin is a professor at Stanford University, and he's going to be flying into Hong Kong from time to time, into Bangkok via Hong Kong from time to time to give talks about venture capital. Neil Doncaster has been a chief executive of British Premiership football clubs, and he's going to be giving sessions for alumni and for the students around what it's like to deal with extreme pressure, which he gets on a weekly basis, and how do you deal with the media as well. And the final gentleman on this list is Professor Hayden Pound. Hayden also teaches at INSEAD, and he's got a lot of really good topical Asian content. He'll be coming in next year and teaching across the School of Management, just to go through and increase our visibility and to make sure that the content that we offer on our programs is as strong as possible. So what are the new programs? The first one is Business Analytics and Digital Transformation. This is a program which really echoes with what I hear from the business community. In the 9 months I've been here, I've met maybe 300 business people, and every single one of them is talking about the importance of teaching this subject area, digital transformation. So how does technology, how does analytics transform industry and the companies that they're in? So the way we're going to do that is we're going to be talking about lots of sort of data analytics, the interpretation of data analytics. This is not a program for people who want to become software engineers. This is really about the application and interpretation of data. So we're really quite excited about that. And I've already got almost 10 people signed up for this program starting in August. And it's been a program that's had a lot of interest so far. So that's very exciting. The second program, I think that every single business school has got to have a strong element of finance for the long term. And therefore, we're introducing a program in international finance. In the last 6 or 7 years, there's been quite a few people writing to SOM or sending emails asking, do we have a finance program? So this one is going to be taught by people who are experts in the finance industry. And the thing I like about this particular program, and it's also going to be something that's introduced in the business analytics program, is there's a very strong soft skill component. So we're going to be teaching students how to communicate better, how to do better team working, better collaboration skills, mindset development, and leadership skills for these particular industries. And it's something, again, that comes from the people I talk to in finance and other companies in Bangkok. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is the relaunch of the Executive MBA. This was a very successful program at AIT that ran from 1996 until 2012. And I've been talking to some of the people that graduated from the EMBA, and I think it's a fairly good time to be able to launch this particular one. It's I don't think that there's not a huge amount of competition for an EMBA that focuses on ASEAN. And you've got the SASIN EMBA, which is very heavy in terms of Thai business connections. And then you have in the region global EMBAs, such as the one at INSEAD. We don't really have anyone that is focusing on how to network across ASEAN. So this will be 18 months in total, 50% face-to-face every 4 to 6 weeks, 50% online. As it's been promoted heavily as an ASEAN networking EMBA. And it's going to be delivered by people that also teach across globally recognized EMBA programs. So I have people flying in from Hong Kong, from INSEAD, from the United States, who are experts in Asia knowledge, and they'll be delivering on this program, which I'm very excited about. This one will probably start in January 2021, because the need for face-to-face in the first couple of sessions is incredibly important for a networking type of program. Okay, so they're the programs that I'm working on, and I'm being guided by this particular gentleman who used to be an executive at Shell. He's had 25 years of experience across Southeast Asia. His name is Mr. Sam Hanna, and he's going to be the person that promotes and develops this particular program. I have him on a 9-month full-time contract at the moment, and he'll be the person that really develops and promotes this. Okay, I went well beyond my 5-minute mark, but that's what I really wanted to share with you today. These are the sort of things that I'm trying to work on as the Dean of the School of Management. It's been a wonderful time. I've met really friendly people and very supportive people who want to see the School of Management go up 1 or 2 levels from where it is at the moment. It's had some really strong days in the past, and I think that it needs to return to those strong days in the next 2 or 3 years. And I very much hope to be able to deliver that to you, for you. Thank you very much.